Um, yeah, good evening. So where we stopped last week was the aspect of um, GitHub and so on and so forth. So today we'll be continuing on resolving conflicts, GitHub, GitHub lab and GitLab workflows, and so I'll just run those two mainly, and we'll give a lot of assignments so you guys can work with it. Okay, no problem. Let's get to it. Now, last week we talked about Git push, Git. Okay, so we're using these files last week. A JSON file we created, and a test file we created, and so on and so forth. So now, what we'll do is that we are presently on which I think is which branch was that? I'm trying to switch to the branch away initially. Please, this was so we created these two branches last week. That's training and test branch. Uh, let's switch. What how do I call it? Um, I wasn't talking actually. So please. Uh, when we did any update, we did last week. I'm coming to this. Some. Okay, sorry. Valid reference. This branch. I don't know what I did to that. Maybe I deleted it. Check out. Sorry, please. I just want to you know what I did about the week. We'll never do this. Bye. Oh, the system is acting up. Sorry, please. My system is kind of acting up. Yeah, good. So we have a branch called test branch now, and what we want to do is that we want to make a different change in test branch and make a different change in master branch. Please, do you understand? So we should now see. We want to create a scenario whereby we have match conflict. Did you understand? Do you guys hear me? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, we understand. We understand.
Okay, so I'm just trying to create a scenario whereby we have a match conflict, so we can be able to use that as a point of reference for resolution. Okay, so I'll just make some changes in this branch, and that's all. I'll change it to 5. Test YAML file. Sat to that's git add. You guys are not seeing my screen. Sorry, I was actually sharing it. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can
I've
see
been
that.
sharing my screen initially. I don't know that you guys weren't seeing it. Sorry for that. Okay. It's it commit uh our commitment is creating a match, creating a conflict. Yeah, creating sorry, please, I don't know what's happened to my keyboard. Creating a conflict on git push. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know what happened to it. Just what I was saying. So it's from that. What's happening to this? That's the branch. Not read from my message. I really don't know what's happened to my network today. It has been kind of funny. You know, speech. So about this, not so much. So I will just clear this thing and create it again. Yes. You guys. I don't think that. Yes. Sorry, please. I have added what I don't know what's happening to my network. Why it's not adding up something? It's complete. Let me clone it again. I think I've just cleared everything out. Uh, Actually, coin please. Client. Um, what? Why did I So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to create a conflict. This is me. Okay. So in my main branch, I'll use this one as 77777, and I'll use this one as 8. Creating conflicts. Do you understand what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make my main branch to have a different value, make my test branch have a different value, and I want to match what is in my test branch into my main branch, which will cause a conflict that needs to be resolved. Please, do you understand that? Okay, so
Yes.
let me go to my doc repo now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So I've updated my main branch and I've updated my test branch. So compare and make a pull request. Please, can you see this error message? Please, can you see this error message? Can't automatically match. Is that
Yeah.
there's conflict in it? You understand? There's conflict in it. Do you get it? I have created a conflict kind of, and I will need to resolve that conflict. Create a pull request. Waiting for it to load. Resolve conflict. Can you see this thing? Hello, can you guys see it?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I can see.
in my tech branch, I have object start 22222. In my main branch, I have objects to be start 7777. Now it gives me 3 questions. 1, should I accept change that's in this current branch? That is my test branch. Sorry, my main branch. Should I accept the changes that's coming in from test branch, or should I accept both of them? Did you understand? Now, in this test.yaml, we are going to accept the changes that is coming in, meaning that we'll be accepting this SAT222. Please, do you understand? I'm accepting this one. Now, in my test.json, the same question again. Do I need to accept the current change or accept the change that's coming in or accept both? I will accept my current change. Do you see how I resolve the conflicts? So how conflicts work is that you have branches. You have your main branch, you have your test branch. Your main branch is updated to have different components. Your test branch is updated to have different components, and you want to match what's your test branch into your main branch, knowing that test branch is is a sub branch out of your main branch. Your main branch is the lead branch, like the branch that everything works on. Your test branch is the branch that everything that you use to make your changes and so on and so forth. But unknowingly, somebody has already updated the main branch. Now you are going to have a merge conflict. Now, how do you resolve the merge? One, should you accept the updates as in your main branch to still remain in your main branch? No, please note this. You are making a pull request from your test branch into your main branch, not from your main branch into your test branch. Please, you understand that? In this scenario, you have your main branch and you have your test branch. You are making a pull request from your test branch into your main branch. So the question now is that, do you want to accept the incoming changes into your main branch? That's one. Number two, do you want to accept the changes that is in your main branch only and discard the changes that's coming from the test branch? That's number two. Number three, do you want to accept the two together? That's the way you resolve conflict. So based on the updates that you need to make, you can say, okay, I'm accepting the changes that I have in my main branch. There's no need of me pushing my own changes. Or please, are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, yes, we can. I can.
Okay. So lastly, please check your network, please. So that's how you resolve conflict. So I've done sample one, sample two. I accepted the change for test.yaml. I accepted the incoming changes. While in test2.json, I changed what I have here. Now I'm going back to my pull request. Oh, sorry. I accepted this one. I accepted current change, and this one, I think I accepted incoming change. Okay, mark as resolved, and this one, mark it as resolved. This can you see it? So commit merge. Olatunde, please, we are going to try out that scenario again for the margin of the consequence of merging the both. But please, because of our time, I want us to just round this thing up so we can do something else next week.
Okay. Thank you. I'll do that offline.
Okay. Thank you very much. Match pull request. Confirm match. And the code has been matched. Okay, that's bygone. So let's the main thing we want to do that I know that we really need to do today is creating of GitHub workflows. GitHub action workflows. So we call it GitHub actions. So to create a workflow, let's go to this example is this. I will create a YAML file and drop it here. So I'll generate a simple YAML file. So configure. I hope you guys can still see my screen. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, but it's like loading.
It's loading. Okay. Okay. All right. This something is. Okay, yes, a sample workflow file. I'm trying to get one that we can just copy and paste that I created. So we don't need to. Okay, let's just use this one to explain it. So first aspect in this, let me just try to make it bold. Okay, you can see the whole screen, right? Please, this is just a basic one and self-explanatory. Number one, what is the name of the pipeline? Meaning that YAML file, what do you want? This is the name that we call the file itself, the file itself. The GitHub Actions work with something called the YAML file. You understand? That YAML file is what is used to state, okay, how do my deployment want to go? How do I want the pipeline to run? What are the things that makes the pipeline to run, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we'll talk about this. We can make this sample YAML file. The name of the process, you can call it CI sample. You're going to see the name shoot out. CI sample. What's the trigger? I want it to trigger on push on main branch, pull request into main branch. So what does this really means? At which point do you want this pipeline to run automatically? So for instance, if I make a pull request into my main branch, let my main branch run. A push from my main branch, let my main branch run. And I hope you guys remember that we have two branches. Here we have main branch and we have test branch. But presently, I want it to run only on what? On my main branch. Please, do you understand? Okay. Now, I believe that you understand. The next one is allow you to run this workflow file manually. This one just means that if you want to run it manually, you can be able to move. I want to show you something, what it means to run a workflow manually. Okay, this is one of the old. Look, what it means to run it manually is coming here, the actions, click on run workflow file and run workflow. Can you see it? Do you understand what I said? So that's just a sample.
Sorry, Mr. John, I don't get that part, what you just said now.
Okay. I just showed, I was explaining this workflow dispatch, which allows you to run this workflow file manually, meaning that I can come to this. This is a sample of a pipeline that is running. You understand? I can come to this side of it, click on run workflow and run it. Please, do you understand? Meaning that I can run this thing manually. That is what that part of the code it means. Do you understand? It means that it doesn't just work on trigger alone. This is what we call trigger. This on this line is on push and pull request. All these ones are just called trigger. I will explain it in using Azure DevOps also. Azure DevOps have same YAML file, but its own pipeline. It's the writing of the YAML file is kind of different, but nevertheless, if you can understand one of the concepts, you can use it for the main one. This is what's called a trigger. This is just running it manually. That's what this workflow dispatch really means. The next one again, you have jobs. Jobs are, how do I state it. I'm looking for the right English to use. Okay, generally, jobs. In Azure DevOps, they call it stages, meaning that you have stage one. In this particular stage, you want to do this and that and that. But in GitHub Actions, you call it jobs. Please note. The next one is you have your build process. Note this runs on Ubuntu latest. Let me explain what this thing means. This means that this pipeline, when it wants to run, which kind of VM or runner should run this process? Do you understand? Which kind of VM or runner needs to run this process? Should it run on a Windows VM or should it run on a Linux VM? Ubuntu is a distro of Linux. Okay, don't let me bore you. VM is just virtual machine. Do you understand? You guys get me? Please, you can unmute and talk. So VM is just virtual machines. Everything that is here is just running on a virtual machine. Please, let's start with that. It runs on a virtual machine. Which kind of virtual machine do you want it to run on? Is it a Linux virtual machine? Is it a Windows virtual machine? Or is it a Mac virtual machine? Meaning Mac OS. Now, in this aspect, we are selecting a Linux Ubuntu latest as a virtual machine. Now, the next step is use checkout, meaning that it's going to check out what is in my branch. You understand? It's because of it is running on main branch. Can you look at see it? It is running on main branch. It is checking out from main branch. Checkout just means that it's going to clone what is on main branch and work. That's what that checkout really means. Nothing big, nothing big English. So after that, you have all these other things are other steps are called tasks. If you are using Azure DevOps, we call it tasks. So I'll just give you the name. It's called tasks. So the first thing it's going to do is to check out my branch. The next task it's going to run is run a one-line code, just echo hello world, and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you different kind of maybe later in the training, but nevertheless, this simple simple workflow file. After you have created a new workflow file, the next thing you do, you just commit your changes to your which branch am I committing it into? I'm committing it directly to my main branch. So I believe that it will run immediately because of our triggers on it. Can you see it? This is the pipe running and it is done. Okay. Nothing in the jobs actually. The checkout. Okay, all this error that is showing, I need to refresh my page. So sorry if you see errors like this in GitHub Actions. You just need to refresh your page. Sometimes it's really network issues. I've experienced that initially over this year, and it has this thing there. I'm trying to get on that network. If I can get on that network to check it, but I think this is a open. You guys to check it out yourself if you can see anything. I've dropped the link. Can you see it? Can anybody open it? Okay, it's opening now. So it's just one of these network issues. Okay, let me just explain. So I'm opening it and explaining everything within the pipeline. Duplicate. So and this one. So you see my screen? I see it well. I just want to explain it one more time.
Yes, that's
Now,
fine.
okay, good. This is my workflow file. Everything we created. This is the file. This is what it did. Now we have the name CI sample. That's what it is. Can you see the name here? CI sample. The next thing again, you are looking at push and pull request. Can you guys remember that immediately I made a pull request into the main branch, the pipeline started running? Can you remember that? That's what we call triggers. The next thing is a workflow dispatch, definitely, which I explained. That's meaning that I can run this workflow manually. Let me show you that. Oh, I thought I was sharing my whole screen. Sorry, I thought I was sharing my whole screen. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, we can see them.
Okay, you can see the way I put it side by side, so I can be able to show you each things. Firstly, let's start again. The CI sample. This is the CI sample. That's the name of the pipeline or deployment process. That's the name. Can you see it? The next thing is trigger. This one means that you can remember that when immediately I made a pull request into my main branch, the pipeline ran immediately. It's because of this. Do you understand? Workflow dispatch. It means that run workflow and run it manually. Can you see it? Next thing again is jobs. Okay, let me now show you. I'll try to create a different kind of job. Okay. I'll just repeat the process. I will edit the pipeline again and we'll do it. So the job, this is the job. On the jobs, what are the things that you want it to do? This job that's down here is called a build job. Everything here is under this build job. You understand? The build job is to like in some, let me give you a scenario. It's called stages. You understand? Stage 1 is going to do something different. Stage 2, you will do something different. Stage 3 will do something different. That is what all these jobs really mean. Please, do you get it? Yeah. So the first job here we have is the job we have here is called build. So this is the job. I'm opening the job build. So under the build is running on this operating system in the virtual machine. Can you see that I stated this? I explained it initially. I said we have Windows, we have Mac, and we have this thing, Linux distro. The Linux distro that is widely used is called Ubuntu. Okay. So the next thing here we have steps. Steps, under the steps we have tasks. I explained this. So let me just explain one more time. So starting from here, check out action means that it is going to check out my repository. Can you see it? I'm opening it. Yeah, thank God. Can you see it's checking out my main branch? Do you understand? The next thing again is run a one-line script, meaning hello world. That's the command we put in it. So can you see it? And it's output it as hello world. The next one we have here is we want a multi-line script, blah 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 blah. It's just an echo. And one, it's going to run this post checkout. You understand? You just run this checkout and it will complete the job by cleaning up the pipeline. So that's all. So I've dropped the link in your repo and in your chats. Please just open it and go through it. Just go through it. don't worry, you can clone it. Do you understand? You can clone it, test it, and get accustomed to it. So what we'll be doing for next week is that I want us to do something ourselves. So number one, I want us to create a new workflow file. Well, I've created mine to run on main branch. Do you get it? So make yours to run on. We created a other branch called test branch. So make yours to run on test branch. Test branch. That's one. Number two. Number two, I want us to create another job. We have created the first job called build. You can see everything down here is under build. Create another one called deploy. Create another one called
Deploy.
what's that?
Create another build or job called deploy.
Under job, I mean. So what that means is that it's nothing big. Just copy what you have here. You understand? Copy what you have here, create a new line and paste. Do you understand? And we name it as what? As deploy. Let me just give you a sample of what I mean by that. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Copy. You see the way I put my mouse here. Copy from here to the end. Copy it. This is it. Now, please look at the reason I'm showing you this is that I want you guys to look at the indentation. Can you see this thing called? Ensure that the lines are correct. Once the lines are not correct, the pipeline won't run. That's why I'm giving you the assignment. So you can be able to see the lines on your VS Code. Check it. What are the things I need to note here? One big thing, for instance, you see that the names are aligned. The step here is aligned with the step down here. Can you see it? It's because of the indentations I want you to do it yourself so you can get accustomed to it. So this new stage, you will call it, this new job, you call it deploy. This is it. And you can choose to learn, go online and read which other runs can I use. If it's Windows or Mac, you can update it yourself. You understand? Okay. You understand? Okay. You create a new this thing called
Deploy.
deploy. So the next one again, you create update the run.
Okay.
Update the runs. And you can choose to update the note. Please, you can choose to update the tax. You can call it hello something, update the tax to what you choose it to be. Update the tax. Update the tax. And I think that's good. So that's the first set of assignments. And the next set of assignments you have to do, create a match conflict yourself. Create a match conflict. Can you see the way I created a match conflict? Do you guys get it?
Yeah.
The way I created a match conflict, I created two branches. I created branches. I have a main branch actually. I created another extra. I updated my main branch. I updated my second branch, and I tried to match what is in my extra branch into my main branch, and I had a lot of match conflicts. So I resolved it myself. Just try to create a scenario like that, so you can be able to get accustomed with resolving match conflicts.
Yeah. So my question is,
create a match conflict.
right. So my question is, if
I'm
we create
waiting.
the match conflict, how do we show it? Do we do we push it like that, or because we have to resolve it as well?
Make a screenshot. Make a screenshot.
Okay, screenshot. Okay.
Just
Okay.
make a screenshot of it.
All
Make a
right.
match conflict and resolve it.
All right. All right.
Make a match conflict. Get the screenshot and drop it on the group, and also resolve that match conflict yourself.
Okay.
If you have any challenge around it, please let me know. You can drop it on the chat. So I've dropped the assignment.
Awesome.
On test on branch and so on and so forth. Any question for today?
The question is like, how quick can we get this video?
Okay, I'll try to get it for you today or tomorrow. Or tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to start moving fast on it.
Okay, we appreciate that, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, my other question is, okay, after being asked question of how quick can we get the video, and please, if you can just write out what we are supposed to do, just like guidelines, so I think we are sending our screenshots, and we would be able to like would miss out any step in as much as we're waiting for the video. So just few steps, please. That would be very helpful. Okay, just like, okay, you guys are supposed to do this, create this, do this, do that.
Olatunde, I think you already dropped something on the chat. The run on test point. There's something in the chat that's sort of like
Okay.
what we have to do.
Okay, I'm just focused on this video. I didn't in WhatsApp. I don't want to get distracted. Thank you, Mr. John.
No, not Mr. Olatunde, not the WhatsApp chat. Check the chat here on Teams. We can't hear you, Mr.
Okay.
I don't know if you're muted. You're muted.